The center of flower is a little bit bigger, and if you see one C curve here and then look like a half a circle on top, and this too, it's the biggest one. This is smaller and this is smaller than the other, and this is on further. And the main thing is I would like to add a little bit for left and right. So I'm not connect this center toward exactly this part of my canvas. If yours is please bring it a little bit here towards center. Let me bring the palette there. This is whole canvas to be visible. So nice care on top. And then the other is really big here and down. Don't be worried about the shape and the place of them. You can always fix the shape, fix the place of your drawing. In acrylic, it's not fixing by erasing or something. You just add another tone on top. So this is the other one. The one further is placed here on top. I tried to make it smaller than the other two. With gentle C curve, in between should be dark, so I'm not using any color for that. Later, we will make it by dark tone. And then this one, which is bigger. Now I'm going to add the one that's visible for us here. Make it curvy. But the tip is a little pointy, and then another C curve, like that. And then here it's visible, it's facing us, so the petals is longer. But when we go further, which is on top, you see that it's moved toward shorter. This is this one, and the other one is visible, and the rest is covered by the other petals from the other flower. So like that. Then I'm going to add this one, petals of these two. And make it longer and longer. In between, it's bluey and darker, so I'm not adding any tone for that. Later, we will add some tone in between the petals. So choose one flat brush compared to the surface that you have already. Choose pure blue color. Start, cover on top. And it's better to take heavy paint. Heavy paint, it's the amount like that. Because we need to let not draw so fast to bring white color and purpley color to make the background more interesting. When you're close to the edge of each petals, you can add very gently the tone, or even you can fix the shape if you're not satisfied with any shape. So I add a tone here, and I'm going to take purple, add some, because the blue is wet already, I can take purple, bring it on top, and let these two color blend together and give me the nice result that I really want. And then the pure white color on top, bring it and make the top part a little lighter. Just this brush stroke, make the background more interesting and even light. Then move on the right side. And it's better to do section by section because acrylic draws so fast. If we need to bring another tone and we need the wet surface to make it interesting, so we can divide it into different parts, then add a tone on top. Then purple. And the pure white color on top. Let it blend to the blue and make lovely tone. Between any petals that you feel need to add any background color, please add a blue. I come on the bottom of canvas. Take heavy paint with blue, same as top. If you like brush stroke be heavy and make a texture on top, you can do right away. You see, I try my best to make a texture. I hope be visible. This stroke. I hope in the light be visible. Heavy brush stroke give us a chance not draw easily this part that we work, and then we feel free to add another tone on top, let them mix together, and even we can make a texture with that. So I add here, then close to the petals, I try to adding the purple filling. And now move on with green color to the blue. So we finish with the background, and now we can start working on each petals. And if you see each petals is covered by different colors, like darker yellow, which is a little more orangey, yellow, white color, and some feeling of purple and green effect on that. But the base is yellowy white, something like that. So we need to add more yellow, white, and then we already have green, and purple is already we have it. So I try to add more yellow and more white color because I would like to work heavily on my background, on my painting, and make texture for each petals. So for the warm color, I'm going to take yellow, mix with a tiny bit orange to make it a little warmer. It's already warm because it's cadmium yellow, but a little bit warmer would be great, like that, this color. Then clean it by napkin. For some part, yeah, we can use pure yellow and then bring the white color at the same time on surface. So when the background is completely dry, please choose a smaller brush that match with the size of each petals. And then I'm going to start with this orangey tone and from this part of the flower. Try to bring inside. And then even I can fix the shape if it need. And then even bring the pure yellow, or even sometimes easier to mix yellow with the white here on the palette, then bring it to the surface. This is like the lemon yellow. It's light. So I take this one. The center is more pointy and I'm going to add pure. It's not pure, sorry. It's mixture of yellow and white. So these three color, yellow, yellow orange and yellow white, you can mix and work on each petals to make it heavy, interesting in your hand, to always clean your brush with napkin. For heavy paint, we need to bring very gently on top, not very much pressure in your hand, because if you add the pressure, you lift up the paint and the color under it is visible. Then. And we need to help sit light tone on top of the darker. Because of that, we need to bring heavily. I'm going to leave it like this. Even if you like one brush stroke with purple, it's nice to bring. Not always, we don't see everywhere, just one or two, but you can let it get dry and then after it get completely dry, add the other tone to make it interesting, even purple and the green one. Next one, I start with the mixture of white and yellow. Start from this section. Cover it. Because yellow when mixed with the white, it gets heavier. So it's more easy to cover this part. And then you can shape it. Move on with pure yellow. Some brush stroke with that. And then mixture of yellow and orange from this side. Bring it into the center and leave it like that. And I would like to show you how much I make it heavy. Here. I hope it's visible when I'm close to camera. It's really heavy paint on top. Already you can see the brush stroke. Even for these petals on top, I see a little greeny more than here. So I take yellow. I have already green on my palette, just a tiny bit green. I take and add into the yellow to make it lighter green. Because I see the feeling of lighter green on each petal. Not that much dark. And then same as the others, so it's not much difference. It's same as these petals. We take yellow, mixture of yellow and white, and bring it on each petal to make it separate from each other. The part of pointy can be orangey on top, can be greeny on the bottom part or on the left side. Sorry, this is pure white, and for the other one is like that. Now for the other one, which is here, I take mixture of yellow and white for this. And then add, I try to add green with the other brush. That I think would be better, not to make dirty this one. Take another brush, light green color from center, spread out. It's already mixed with the green and it's nice feeling give us. And then pure white color on the other side. So move on the same for the other petals. On top, it's more easy because you can add a bunch of yellow, a little more darker yellow, orangey tone here. Just add some stroke like that. And then move on with the green. The feeling of green come here, and then with the pure white color. And if you see, I try my best to make it with really heavy paint. Like this brush stroke, it's so heavy. If you like to fade it, would be great, not bad. And even I bring the darker green in between. And again, back to yellow, bring it here with the white color, mix with it and make the lighter yellow. Because yellow is so transparent. And sometimes it's challenging to let it sit on top of some surface, like even the orange. So it's better just a tiny bit white, make it more opaque. And then we need the pure orange color that we already have. And now I'm going to use a small brush and pointy, this one I made. So the technique is I'm going to start with the yellow color, which is lighter tone, and tiny stroke like this. Heavy paint. Spread this yellowy tone everywhere with this tiny brush stroke. Then you can see how much yellow you need to add. A little bit, bring it around. Then we move on with orange color in between. And then use this brush stroke, which is so interesting and tiny. So it's so helpful to let this color sit on top. Even in between, we can go with the pure white color. Not much, but a little bit. Most of the part it's with orangey and then greeny. So I'm going to add more orange now. Heavy paint to see how much thick I bring the paint. I'll let this heavy paint sit here on the surface. Bring it down with small brush stroke. Then clean the brush very well. Move on with lighter green. And bring some lighter green here. Even around the coneflower, it can be green as well. Spread everywhere, not just one part. Spread everywhere, even in the center too. Just follow the shape of the center of cone 3, move toward left and toward right. And when we move on here, it's more dark. So I'm going to add pure hooker green. Or even I add some blue as well. You can bring some darker tone toward the center too. on the stems, it's more disappear and fade. It's not really a thick or with the texture like those. It is look like, but like this, but it's a little bit fade. So let me show you what I mean. Even for that one, we start with lighter tone. But I try my best to not let it sit on top heavily. I try to make it fade. So like that. And then with the orange color as well. Try to let it a little bit fade and disappear. But the others are so heavily. So clean the brush again, back to lighter green. Then after you finish with the center of each cone flower, we need to take dark green or even the bluey tone and try to very clean separate petals from each other. Not much. I don't need to bring it to the background. I just would like close to the center, add a little bit darkness to show that these are separate from each other and the clean darkness like that. Even we don't need to do for all. Some of them would be okay. In between, you can bring the blue as well. Use the tip to make it narrow and pointy.